Here it is, guys, the Kaon standalone rear roof shelf. And aside from being excited to tell you guys everything I love about it in this episode, I'm stoked to tell you that they now make them to fit directly into your GQ Patrol. If you haven't heard of Kaon, they are an Australian owned and made brand, with all their products being designed and produced right here in Queensland at their Brisbane location. Kaon self-describe themselves as having evolved from the desire to find better solutions for real problems, and they are crushing it with some incredible options in storage space for our favourite four-wheel drives. Operating for over 10 years, they have in-house product development based on real cars, and most of their products are designed in CAD using 3D scanning and are then laser cut and powder coated. Some of the awesome items you can expect to find from them are in-car storage like cargo barriers and shelves, water tanks, underbody protection, as well as recovery and roof rack accessories. The standalone rear roof shelf that I'm talking about today is an incredible storage solution to utilize the lost space towards the roof of the back of your four-wheel drive, and Kaon offers it for a huge variety of vehicles. If you don't own a Patrol but want one of these, fear not, I'll list all the models that Kaon currently makes the standalone rear roof for in the description below. Installation of the shelf is incredibly easy thanks to the detailed instructions provided that even a moron like me can have it installed in 30 minutes or half a beer's time. For the GQ Patrol, the shelf mounts using the mounting point of the rear grab handles. Of course, this means the shelf is perfect for those already running drawers or other storage in the back. It's quick and easy to dive into the back of the Patrol and get these handles out, which are held in by 2 bolts each side. The handles are then layered on top of the Kaon handle bracket before being reinstalled. Make sure the handles are pointing the right way up as indicated inside the plastic covers. Yes, I stuffed this up first time. Once the brackets are up, it's time to mount the rear fence to the shelf using the hardware provided and prep it to install. There's 3 options for positioning the shelf forward or backwards, as well as 2 levels of height adjustment that you can sit the shelf on, so you can perfectly fine tune the shelf to fit around your setup. I've personally positioned the shelf so it sits as close to the top of my fridge without touching it. This way I've maximised the space for the shelf with minimal lost space between the shelf and the fridge. Once the shelf is in and all the bolts are tight, you are done, and the shelf is ready to hold up to 10 kilos of camping gear. So what's so good about it? I've been using the Kaon standalone rear roof shelf for a couple of months now, and every time I go on a new trip, I discover another lightweight item that's perfect to store in this easy to reach space. The shelf has also incentivized me to store items in the car that previously I would have had to pack just before a trip. And while I try to only store lightweight items on the shelf in an effort to keep weight low in the car, this has actually freed up a lot of space in the rear drawers. A huge thing that I love about how Kaon has designed the standalone rear roof shelf is the MOLLE style panels. This has the potential to double your storage space by not only placing items on top of the shelf, but also giving the ability to strap items to the base of the shelf. The other huge benefit of these panels is the ability to fix lighting to them. I've been setting up some makeshift King's lighting to these each time I go camping, but I'm really excited to get something more permanent in place. Here's the bad side. There really isn't that much, and to be honest, these aren't even really that bad. By nature, the rear roof shelf lowers the height of your roof. While this space is almost always unused, if you have a smaller fridge or esky that previously you were accustomed to opening inside, it may now be restricted by the shelf. The shelf is also ideal for broader, flatter items. Storage bags are great for up here, but loose small stuff can easily get lost or fall through the gaps on the shelf. You also have to keep the weight down. The shelf is incredibly sturdy and durable, and you'll probably run out of space before you exceed the 10 kilo weight limit, but with that said, you won't be storing your cast iron collection up here. It's also just good practice to keep weighty items as low as you possibly can in your four-wheel drive, so you're best to keep storage to lightweight items up here. That's about it. So in a world where campers feel they need everything to get out, do you really need this? No. But even for the four-wheel drive owner that only trips once in a while, this provides a lot of versatility. Something that I love about the shelf is that for me, I find it gets lots of use outside of camp trips. This can be anywhere from helping with the local grocery shop to storing items for a day out to the beach. All in all, having some sturdy space that previously didn't exist in my four-wheel drive has been a huge win for me. So how can you trust what I'm saying about this product and know that it's worth your hard-earned money? Well, for now, the best way for you to tell is to watch more of my videos. That's a shameless plug if I've ever heard one. I guarantee you're going to be seeing this shelf being used ongoing in my future trips and content. In fact, if I change to a new four-wheel drive next week, this is probably one of the first bits of gear that I would buy for it. I can't express how much Kaon's actually sold me as a brand, so I'm incredibly excited to use more of their products in the future. That's about it for this one. If you've got any questions about the shelf or Kaon as a brand, feel free to comment below and I'll do my best to reply to them. If there's any gear out there that you feel deserves a similar type of feature, comment. Let me know. I'm really eager to find out what other stuff is out there that might interest me, and if I truly believe in it, then you'll hear about it. You might see it in a video in the future. Right, that's it from me. Uru.